when that gorilla, man, put me in 100 v goddamn one gorilla, and when that gorilla knees touch the, when that nigga is face first in the ground, I'm making that nigga kiss the curb. Nigga. That nigga is kissing the curb straight. What's going on? It's your boy MK and welcome back to another reaction, man. As you guys can see on the screen, I may be late on this. This is probably late by now, but one gorilla versus 100 man is not even close. Now, if you don't know, there was a big debate. Can one gorilla beat 100 man? Now, if you sit here, if you was one of these people sitting here saying that a gorilla was finna just rip through 100 niggas or 100 men, you, man, either you highballing the gorilla or you're lowballing the power of us human beings. But I ain't even gonna get into that. We just gonna let official Divine go ahead and explain why it's not even close. I'm not even gonna explain why it's not close. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. But look, I ain't gonna hold y'all boys no longer. Oh yeah, we will. Oh, side note, we will be eating today, as you guys can. We bringing the eating back, as you guys can see. I got the 6-piece lemon pepper wet with the shrimp fried rice, no veggies. Put veggies in my shit, I'm throwing the whole thing away. I swear to God. But let's just go ahead and get right into this bit, man.
Of the jungle, there's a creature built like a tank and wired like a war machine. No armor, no weapon, just nature's wrath and fur and fury. Now picture 100 humans, trained or untrained, standing face to face with a silverback that doesn't know fear or mercy. So who wins? Evolution versus strategy, instinct versus numbers. One gorilla versus 100 men. A fully grown silverback stands at 5 feet 5 inches and weighs around 4 to 5.
Like, I'm talking 5'5", 5'5", right? Isn't the average man like probably like 5'9", 5'10" or something? And sometimes, and you gotta throw some 6-foot niggas in there, you know what I'm saying? 6'2", 6'3", 250. Two of those niggas alone. Two 6'3", 250 niggas alone is 500 pounds. Now add 100 of that. Like, it's just like
500 pounds of pure type 2 muscle. Those are the explosive, fast twitch muscles. Pound for pound, a gorilla is 4 to 10 times stronger than a trained human, meaning with one swing he could shatter ribs or snap a spine like nothing. Their bite force is 1,300 psi, which is even stronger than a lion. Their arms can curl 400 to 600 pounds casually, and if you stand too close, that's your femur becoming powder. But gorillas have one flaw. They don't strategize, they don't plan, and they don't swarm. They fight on instinct alone. And that's where humans flip the script. The average man punches with 120 to 150 pounds of force. Alone, that's pretty useless. But multiplied, that's 12,000 pounds of impact across 100 fists. Even if only 30% of them land meaningful blows, that's still 3,000 to 5,000 pounds of distributed trauma, enough to bruise organs, overload joints, and create cumulative damage. Now imagine 20 men rushing the legs, another 30 targeting the arms, and 10 jumping on its back. The rest just cycling in, rotating like waves. It becomes an ant swarm with a purpose. Small units trying to take down a force of nature. The gorilla might kill the first 5, maybe 10, sure. But with every swing, its stamina drops. And humans are able to learn. They adjust, they coordinate. They're not just reacting on instinct, they're attacking with intention.
Now, I will say, we will lose people in this fight. I'm not saying it's just gonna be a little dog walk, little cake walk. I would guess 10 to 20 people are going to be seriously hurt, if not die. 10 to 20 though. 10 to 20.
and that changes everything. Let's talk real strategy. The key for the men to win is to exploit two weaknesses. Number one is going for the lungs, and I'm not talking about punches. Despite their strength, gorillas aren't endurance machines. Their muscle mass burns oxygen extremely fast. After a few minutes of intense exertion, like swinging, charging, or grappling, they start to fatigue. The average human can fight for 3 to 5 minutes under adrenaline. So just like Goku said,
it's not affecting you yet, Frieza, but it's about to.
The gorilla burns brighter, but burns a lot faster. The second would be taking away its mobility. Yes, a gorilla is fast, but it's also top heavy. If multiple humans target the legs, the gorilla loses balance. The moment it hits the ground, it's over. On its back, swarmed by 60 men punching, stomping, holding limbs, it becomes a stationary target for the rest. With proper planning, a wave of limbs, adrenaline, and desperation, they can exhaust, overwhelm, and pin the beast. And once it's pinned, the human swarm finishes it. Think of how nature handles monsters. It's not strength, it's numbers.
Exactly. Like, you would think a spider would be able to overcome 100 ants, but once you, it's just the power in numbers, and niggas, people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? If we was to all just swarm the gorilla, get on top of this nigga, he's going to fall. He's going to die, bro.
Ants are able to take down spiders 10 times their size. Wolves gang up on bison, crows mob hawks. Even in the animal kingdom, group tactics beat raw power. Now what if we give that tactic to the smartest beings on the planet? Give 100 men even 10 seconds to plan, and you create a combat algorithm. First wave distracts, second wave pins, third wave disables eyes, joints, and limbs, and the fourth wave swaps while the others fall back. It becomes a rotating assault, a living death trap. And even if the gorilla rips a few apart, the tide doesn't stop. One man dies, 10 step over him. That's the nature of numbers. Let's say the gorilla kills 15 men in a frenzy. That's 15 casualties in the first 10 seconds, which is pretty brutal. But now it's facing 85 people stroked in rage, fear, and revenge. They've seen their brothers fall. They've learned what not to do. The blood has activated their will to fight. And in that moment, they become monsters too. Humans are biologically wired for two things: endurance combat and tool use and coordination. Even without tools, even barehanded, our instincts kick in once survival is at stake. That's how we've outlived saber-tooths. That's how we've built empires. That's how we've turned apex predators into trophies. And that's how 100 men will take down a wrecking ball. In the end, yes, the gorilla is terrifying. Yes, it's strong enough to kill 10 men in under a minute. Yes, it can break bones with a single glance. But it's one body, one heart, one mind. Against 100 men, it simply can't kill fast enough to avoid being dragged down, restrained, stomped, and eventually defeated. This isn't a duel, it's a...
When that gorilla, man, put me in 100 v goddamn one gorilla. And when that gorilla knees touch the, when that nigga is face first in the ground, I'm making that nigga kiss the curb. That nigga is kissing the curb straight.
Siege. This isn't a match, it's an execution. Because for all its might, the gorilla isn't a tactician, and humans don't fight fair. We swarm, we adapt, we endure. And when the dust settles, the beast lies broken, and the mob, bruised, bleeding, but victorious, stands. Because 100 humans don't win with strength, they win with will. But gorillas are stronger. So what? You think we cared? Strong but shaking. What's wrong? Scared. What's up, guys? It's Divine. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And if you want to
always like and subscribe, my nigga Official Divine, bro. But look, as I was saying, put me in a lineup, 100 man versus one gorilla. Now, I'm not being in that first wave. I'm not going to count. We need I ain't gonna lie. I will be the third wave. Soon as I see that one, all it takes for me to see is one knee hit that fucking ground. It is straight boot to the back of that nigga's skull, bro. I'm making that boy kiss the curb. I'm hungry. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. One man versus one girl. Not one man. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man.